This is the third page of the review. Number 5 says, what is the total volume of the structure? And explain your thinking. So we need to explain and find the total volume. So to find volume, it's length times width times height. And it looks like I have two structures here, so I'm going to find the individual volumes of each. So this first one, the top one, will be length is 21 yards, times width is 16 yards, times height is 2 yards. So let's see, what can I do easily? Well, 21 times 2 is just 42. And then I have to do it times 16. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25. Hold our place value with a 0. 2 times 1 is 2, and 4 times 1 is 4. When I add that together, I get 672 yards cubed. So that's the first one. Now I gotta find this bottom one, which will be length will be 8 yards, times width, which is 8 yards, times height, which is 15 yards. Well, 8 times 8 is 64, and now we can do times 15. 5 times 4 is 20, 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 32. Hold our place. 4 times 1 is 4, 6 times 1 is 6. Add them up. So we get 960 yards cubed. Now I have these two, but it wants the total volume, which means I'm going to have to add those two together to get the whole thing. So 960 plus 672 is 1,632, and it's really important this whole test that you have the unit. So that is yards cubed is the total volume. Now we need to explain our thinking. I found the volume of the two prisms. I'm going to put length times width times height. Then added them together. Alright, let's do the last one on this page. Number 6. Find the volume of this rectangular fish tank and explain your reasoning. So find volume, explain reasoning. We know it's just length times width times height. So 7 centimeters times 4 centimeters times 2 centimeters. 7 times 4 is 28. Well, let's see. What could be easier? Let's do 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 7 is 56. So that would be easier. So 56 centimeters cubed. And let's explain our reasoning. I did length times width times height. That's how I found it. Okay, B says if this fish tank is completely filled with water, so that'd be 56 centimeters cubed, and then 28 cubic centimeters are poured out, how high will the water be? Give your answer in centimeters and show your work. So we need to know how high in centimeters and show our work. So if I have 56 here and I'm pouring out 28, I need to find out how much will be left. So I'm going to take that away. 6 minus 8, we need to borrow. 16 minus 8 is 8, and 4 minus 2 is 2. So after we pour out 28, we'll have 28 left. So it looks like we poured out half. So now if I'm looking back at this fish tank, it looks like I've poured out about half. So now the water's only to here. And the question asks, well, how high is the water going to be? Well, the base isn't going to change. It's still going to be 7 times 4, which is 28. And if it's going to have a volume of 28, we have to think, well, 7 times 4 times what will give us 28? 7 times 4 is 28, so we have to multiply it times 1 to keep it as 28. So the water will be 1 centimeter high. And then let's see. We gave it in centimeters. We know how high it is, and we showed our work. So we're good.